Good morning, students. I'm your English teacher in Vittal Matriculation School. Hope you all doing well. Yes. Had your breakfast? Okay. Today, Wednesday, we're going to see about the prose lesson. The title of the lesson is Hobby Turns into a Successful Career. Hobby turns into a successful career. Hobby means here if we have a free time, what will you do? Like hearing music, dancing, singing, whatever like that, it's called as hobby. Like painting, gardening work, cooking, singing, dancing, etc. Right? This lesson about our hobby. This lesson divided into three parts. This lesson divided into three parts, three sections. First, warm up. Look at the pictures. Discuss in pairs and share your answers with your friends. Here, what she will do? She do painting, right? She will do painting. What he will do? Cooking. Here, he doing cooking. She doing gardening work. They are doing singing and music, right? Here, they give some questions. We have to answer it now. What is the girl doing? The girl doing painting. This girl doing gardening. So, here write it down. Painting and gardening. What is the man doing here? He do cooking, right? So you have to write cooking. Will you like doing it? Why? Yes, because it is my hobby. Do you like gardening? Yes. It is also our hobby, but because I have an interest. And then what are the benefits of listening to music? Mind getting relaxed. Mind getting relaxed. Shall we move on to the class? Section 1. Students, listen carefully. Shall I read it? Listen to the teacher and read this section. Once there was a boy named Money. He is a money. Once there was a boy named Money. He was studying at the school in his village. He was studying at the school in his village. He found it difficult to read and write. He was very much difficult to his writing and reading. His grandfather noticed it and helped him by reading bedtime stories. Gradually, he started reading on his own. Now, he not only enjoyed reading, but also has started writing his own stories. Let us read an essay written by Money. This lesson about hobbies. Hobbies are usually activities done in free time or leisure time. But even such activities can help us build a career for ourselves. Let us study about a boy named Money who studied in a village. He had difficulty in reading and writing. His grandfather saw his problem and tried to help him. He started writing out stories to Money. every night before he slept. Reading bedtime stories are a traditional form of storytelling. Gradually, Mani started reading stories by himself. Moreover, he also started writing stories on his own. This section is an essay written by Mani. Section 1 is an essay written by Mani. Hobbies are activities that we do in our spare time. Hobbies are unique to people. Some like gardening, a few like photography, many have book reading as their hobby. Children, what is your hobbies? You have to move on to the hobby and that is useful to you also, okay? While other hobbies are swimming, collecting stamps, playing video games and many more, yes? People have hobbies not only to pass their free time but also to do something useful. Here, something useful, it is must. Hobbies help people learn new things, relax after a day of tiring work and to energize their body and mind. Same is the case with me. I love writing, so it is my hobby. Whatever you like to do, make it a hobby. Whatever you like to do, make it a hobby. Written by Warren Buffett. Mani says writing is his hobby. It is very different from other hobbies like gardening because it does not have any physical work. Physical work will make us tired and some people don't prefer to do it in their free time. Similarly, writing may be tough for others but not for Mani. He feels writing like painting his thoughts with words. So, whenever he gets free time, he picks up a notebook and pen and starts writing stories, poems and even about his feelings at times. His mind gets relaxed when he does so and energizes him. Writing is a unique hobby because most people doesn't want to exhaust themselves in their spare time. Many feel that writing is tough, but I do not think so. I feel writing is like painting our voice. When I get free time, I pick up a pen and a notebook and start painting my ideas in words. I write stories, poems and sometimes about my feelings. My mind relaxes when I pour my thoughts as words. So, writing energizes me. It's all about written by Mani. When I write things, my imagination is at its best. I imagine a world with magic and magicians where I can fly and birds can talk. Writing helps me completely immerse myself into that world. Sometimes I sit with small children and entertain them with these stories of mine. The happiness of their faces makes me to write more and better. Although writing is just a hobby for me, yet it is very beneficial. It opens my mind to think beyond the little things with a broader mind. It makes me more passionate here about my life. It makes me learn new things and enjoy every moment of my life. Here, spare means extra. Spare means extra. And unique means uncommon. Unique means uncommon. Unique means uncommon. And exhaust. Exhaust means tire out. Exhaust means tire out. And passionate. Passionate means intense. Passionate means intense. Here, Mani feels his imagination is very good when he writes. His thoughts are endless. He imagines a world with magic and magicians, where he can fly and birds can talk. He feels writing can absorb him into that world completely. Then sometimes he shares his imaginary stories with small children, and they also enjoy his stories. The happiness he sees on their faces motivates him to write more. Yes, next. Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words. Written by Mark Twain. Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words. Then, writing is not just a hobby for money. He has many other benefits. My hobby helped me in school too. When I started writing things I was unable to describe them accurately. Here, accurately means exactly. Exactly, nothing but correctly. With time, my experiences helped me think of new ideas, and this made me a good writer. Now I look out for things which I was not able to see before. Hence, I can describe things better in my stories. I feel no problem with writing English essays or stories, as it is my hobby. To become a better writer, I spent time on learning how to write in different forms like fiction and non-fiction. Here fiction means imaginative writing. Imaginative writing. Imaginative writing. It is important to always learn and improve our hobbies. Who knows, one day I could be a writer like R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan is a writer. Now, plot of the story. Students, listen carefully my voice. Now I explain the story in brief, okay? This lesson is about hobbies. Hobbies are usually activities done in free time or leisure time, correct? But even such activities can help us build a career for ourselves. Let us study about a boy named Mani who studied in a village. Okay? He had difficulty in reading and writing. He had more difficulty in reading and writing. His grandfather saw his problem and tried to help him. He started reading out stories to Mani every night before he slept. Reading bedtime stories are a traditional form of storytelling. Gradually, Mani started reading stories by himself. Moreover, he also started writing stories on his own. This section is an essay written by Mani. Mani says hobbies are activities that are done in extra time. Each person has a different hobby like gardening, photography, book reading, swimming, stamp collection, playing video games, etc. also. By doing hobbies, it also solves another purpose of doing something useful like learning new things to relax the mind after a busy day, then to energize the mind and body. So, Mani says writing is his hobby. It is very different from other hobbies like gardening because it does not have any physical work. Physical work will make us tired and some people don't prefer to do it in their free time. Similarly, writing may be tough for others but not for Mani. He feels writing like his painting, his thoughts with words. So, whenever he gets free time, he picks up a notebook and pen and starts writing stories, poems, and even about his feelings at times. Then his mind gets relaxed when he does so and energizes him. Mani feels his imagination is very good when he writes. His thoughts are endless. He imagines a world with magic and magicians where he can fly and birds can talk. He feels writing can absorb him into that world completely. Sometimes he shares his imaginary stories with small children and they also enjoy his stories. The happiness he sees on their faces motivates him to write more and more. Writing is not just a hobby for Mani. He has many other benefits. Like, first one is he thinks beyond small things with a broader viewpoint. Second one is makes him feel strong about his life. Third one is makes him learn new things. And fourth one is he enjoys every minute of his life because of the benefits of writing. And then helps him improve his studies also. Able to explain answers exactly. Able to describe all news ideas clearly now. So he has become a better writer also. Now he sees everything in a different view. Now after the writer, now he sees everything in a different view. He is now more vigilant and looks for things that he could not see before. So he is able to describe clearly. English essay have become very easy as it is his hobby. He spends time learning the different types of writing like fiction and non-fiction so that he is able to improve his skills. He emphasizes the importance to learn and improve hobbies. He also hopes he will become a writer someday like the famous writer R.K. Narayan, who wrote famous books like Malgudi Days. Now see the glossaries. Unique, its word adjective. Unique means distinctive or uncommon. Exhaust. Exhaust is a verb word. It means tire out. Energize. It's a verb word. It's give energy. It's a verb word. It means give energy. Passionate. It's an adjective word. It means intense or heartfelt. It means intense or heartfelt. Accurately. It's a adverb. It's a adverb word. It means exactly, accurately, exactly. Fiction. Here fiction means imaginative writing. Imaginative writing. It's a noun word. Spare. Spare, it's an adjective word. It means extra. It means extra. Students, that's all the section 1. Next, section 2. Reading. Shall I read it? You have to listen carefully, okay? Take turns and read this section aloud. Ajay Kumar Karg is a very talented young artist. He is a very talented young artist. He lives in Jaipur, India. His childhood was going on well until he suffered an injury at the age of 3. Ajay was treated, but that treatment left him permanently deaf. He is deaf now. His parents tried several hospitals to cure his impairment. Here, impairment means disability. Impairment means disability. Disability. But it didn't cure him. His father once bought him a paint set to play. Ajay started to paint happily. He painted on the walls, floors, etc. He looked happy while using the paint set that was gifted to him. Soon, Ajay's father realized that Ajay was talented in painting. When Ajay was 5 years old, a court artist of Dholpur, Rajasthan, Sri Lal saw his painting and was very impressed with his work. He then took Ajay and started training him. Explain this paragraph. Let me explain. This is the part 2. Next, tell us, take up the story of Ajay Kumar Karg. He is very skilled young artist from Jaipur, India. He had a normal childhood like other child. But at the age of 3, he was injured. When he undertook treatment for the same, there were some side effects that made him permanently deaf. He could not hear after that in spite of many treatments. His parents tried to treat him in many hospitals to cure his deafness, but it did not work. One day, his father got him a paint set to play. He started painting happily. Slowly his interest grew and he started painting on walls and floors. Ajay's parents realized that time Ajay's talent in painting. A court artist who painted for the members of the royalty of Dholpur in Rajasthan saw his paintings and he was impressed that a 5-year-old child could paint so well. His name was Sri Lal and he agreed to train Ajay. Now next paragraph. After completing his education, Ajay tried tailoring, but that didn't make him happy, so he went back to painting. He became an apprentice of Asha Devi. She taught Ajay the old and dying technique of traditional Indian miniature painting. Here, miniature means very small of its kind, very small of its kinds, painting. He mastered the technique of preparing colors and brushes and gained knowledge of the paintings. Soon he became an accomplished. Here accomplished means fulfilled. Accomplished means fulfilled. Artist, an accomplished artist in the miniature style. He uses a magnifying glass and a single haired brush for miniature paintings that depict Indian culture. Here, magnifying means enhancing. Magnifying means enhancing. Ajay is gifted in the practice of creating images on a grain of rice. Grain of rice. Now, I explain this paragraph. Listen carefully. Ajay grew up and completed education. He tried other hobbies like tailoring, but he was not happy. So, Ajay went back to painting. He became a trainee. He became a trainee under Asha Devi, who taught him the basics of miniature painting. Miniature painting refers to a very small and highly detailed portrait or other painting. The artist's very traditional form and was slowly vanishing in the country. But Ajay, under the guidance of Asha Devi, mastered the technique of preparing the correct colors and brushes and studied about the paintings. Soon, he became highly skilled in the miniature art form. He uses magnifying glass to see the enlarged image of what he was painting. He used the brush with just one hair for painting miniatures which depicted Indian culture. Ajay is also talented in creating images on a grain of rice. Grain of rice. Next, shall I read it? Ajay exhibited his work and sold 144 out of the 150 paintings displayed. He continued to show his work throughout India, the United States and the United Kingdom. In 2004, Ajay was awarded a National Award of Accomplishment from the Indian President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Apart from painting, Ajay is also very actively involved in the welfare of people with hearing impairment. Already we know that impairment, it means disability. Here exhibited means show or reveal. Show or reveal. In India and has been the executive member of the Deaf and Dumb Association in Rajasthan. He also gives free training to hearing impaired children in Jaipur as well as children in an orphanage in Gandhinagar, Jaipur. One of Ajay's current goals is to revitalize the dying art of traditional miniature Indian paintings. Ajay's life shows us that we can turn our hobby or passion into a successful career if we are ready to learn and develop our skill. Let me explain these paragraphs. Ajay displayed his works and sold 144 paintings out of 150 paintings that he displayed, right? He displayed his works not only in India but also throughout the United States, United Kingdom. In 2004, Ajay received a National Award of Accomplishment from the then President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Ajay also participates actively in the welfare of people with hearing disabilities. He has been the executive member of the Deaf and Dumb Association, Rajasthan. He trains hearing impaired children in Jaipur and in an orphanage in Gandhinagar for free. Ajay aims to revive the dying art of traditional miniature Indian paintings. There is an important lesson to learn from Ajay's life. Yes, children, there is an important lesson to learn from Ajay's life. It shows that our hobbies can be made into a successful career option if we are ready to learn and develop the skill. We have to learn and develop our skills through the hobby. Here, glossary. Let me explain the glossary. Listen, girls. Impairment. It's a noun word. It means disability. Impairment. It's a noun word. It means disability. Miniature. It's an adjective word. Very small of its kind. Miniature means very small of its kind. Accomplished. It's an adjective word. It means fulfilled. It means fulfilled. Magnifying. It's an adjective word. It means enhancing. Magnifying, enhancing. Exhibited. It's a verb word. Show or reveal. Show or reveal. Revitalize. It is re-energize. It's a verb. It is re-energize. Okay, students. Let me continue tomorrow. Okay. Keep safe at your home and do your homework. Glossaries. Write it on your note. Glossaries 1 and 2. Okay. You have to write it in your note. Then who wanted to give fees and book, you have to come to school and take your books. Okay, children, thank you. Be safe at your home. Thank you.